This is the MK-2 table search, and it helps you to explore the different data tables within Meerkat and their contents. So, for example, it lets you explore all the structured vocabularies around interventions, outcomes, but it also lets you directly access table, report, and study data. So, if, for example, here we are in the report search interface, you can search anything using wildcards, for example. So here I am querying all the reports where in any of the fields they would match olanzapine and risperidone. So olanzapine could, for example, be in the title, risperidone could be in the abstract. It doesn't matter, but this record will include both of these words. This report, so here we're searching reports, as indicated here on the left. There's also an option to do adjacency search. So now our two search terms will be in the adjacency of 5 words with each other. Please note you cannot use, for example, a wildcard here. This will not work. All in the adjacency search, everything has to be spelled out. So if you want to proximity of 5, or you can change it to 7 to allow a greater distance between these words. You can also search specific fields. Here, for example, we are searching in the title, one word in the title, the other one also in the title. You could change this, for example, to abstract here, or if you're only searching in the title, you could factor these together so these give the same results. You could search across the language because MK2 includes a lot of, for example, Chinese literature. You can get this literature here, and you can actually also use quite complex queries, and these queries can be very long, and that you just have to make sure that all the parentheses, for example, make sense. So here, for example, we're searching title, abstract, field, doing an adjacency search, and then also putting a not search behind. So you can see that these queries can be very long, and as I mentioned beforehand, there is a lot of Chinese in there, so you could, for example, search for the word schizophrenia in Chinese, and this would also directly give you all of the results. Now these are reports, so they are specific publications, but you can also search for studies. In studies, again, you can use you can search any field, and these fields are here. So but there are also actually tags that you can search for. So for example, here I'm searching for the low middle income country tag, and the information we have here for each study is you've got a short name under which all the records are categorized and a study ID. We've got the number of people randomized within the study. We've got the country, so this is where I've got the LMIC tag from. We could, for example, also say, for example, we could search for Asia or Brazil or Germany. So this is the study interface, and then just to quickly show also the interventions. The intervention, so this allows you now to search all of the intervention names that are within MK2. So if you put, for example, game, you will get all the sort of game-based interventions. We can, of course, also use some of the more popular antipsychotics. So for example, this olanzapine, you can see that there is the normal olanzapine together with the WHO classification number, and then also other versions of the same drug. Or again, these drugs have been tagged. So here, for example, you can see the pharmacology tag. There is also something, for example, recreational activities. So you can also question these, and then you can query these, and then you can get all these kind of information here. And then the same works with the other tables, although the outcomes table is the least structured and least well updated. So the interventions, for example, are hand curated.